Hello, welcome to Social Studies for today. I hope you enjoyed your read aloud that was before this video. If you have not done that read aloud, please pause and go back and watch that read aloud. It is a Dr. Seuss story and it goes through key features of a map, which will be so important for our lesson today. We are going to review quickly the difference between a globe and a map. So take a look at this picture here. I have a globe on one side and I have a map on the other side here. Do you see things that are the same about these, and do you see things that are different? If you need a second to think, you can pause the video. Think about what is the same about a globe and a map and what is different about them. All right, if you had a moment to think, we are going to scroll up here, and I have filled this out already, so let's just review it. Globes are a round model of our Earth, so you can see that it is round right below there. Maps is a drawing of a place from around the world, so you can see our map there, and it is a drawing from places around the world. What is similar about these two objects? Well, you can see land, water, and different places and countries on both of them. Our globe does not have the countries labeled, but most globes do. This is just a picture of a digital one, so most globes that I have one in my classroom, you might even have one at home. Most globes do have countries written on them. And then on the other side of the map there, we can also see the land, the water, and similar features. They both tell us what our world looks like. We are going to continue on with our reading here. I'm going to read through. This title is Reading Maps. A person who creates a map is called a cartographer. Like the author of a book, a cartographer has a point of view and a purpose. A cartographer decides what to include on a map. The title of a map tells us what the map is about. There are map tools that we use to help us when using maps and globes. Map tools include the title, the legend, compass rose, cardinal directions, and a scale. Our cartographer uses different map tools to help us read a map. The map's legend explains what symbols and colors on the map represent. Most maps have a compass rose. The compass rose is a symbol that shows the cardinal directions north, south, east, west. Distance is how far it is from one place to another. You can tell the distance on a map by looking at the scale. All right, so there is an example of a map right here. So I'm going to zoom in here. Think about those key features we just talked about. We talked about a title. We talked about the legend, compass rose, map scale are all features that I just talked about in that reading, and in the previous book, they mentioned those features as well. So why are these important? Well, when we get a map in front of us, we want to understand that map to the best of our ability. In order to do that, we first have to understand those key features before we go into actually reading the map. So for this one here, I would look at my title at the very top, Political Map of Michigan. Map title. That is the title of this map. Can also look at this box here, this whole red box. This is called a legend, or sometimes it's called a key. It means the same thing. This is just a box that gives us some information that helps us understand our map. So this whole red box here is our legend/key. Just like I said, just an area that can give us information about the map. Because if you're looking at this whole map right here, is this legend/key really in Wisconsin? Is it really part of that state? No, it's just here. It's not actually in our country at all. It's just here to show us some information on how to read that map. So within this legend, we have some important features. This legend includes the compass rose. This compass just shows us the direction. So north, east, south, west. If I'm going up this way, that's going north. If I'm going down, that is going south. If I'm going this way, I'm going east. If I'm going back the other way, I'm going west. So that is my compass rose. And lastly, this small box at the bottom, that is my scale of my map. That helps me understand how big of an area I'm looking at, because if we drew a map the size of Michigan, that would be huge. We wouldn't even be able to fit it anywhere. So we have to make these maps smaller, but we still want to understand how big these areas are. So some key features of a map there. Again, the map title, the map legend, compass rose, and the map scale. You will be watching another short video after my lesson here. And then when you're done with that video, you will be moving into this activity here, which is called Parts of a Map. You are going to label the different parts of the map here. If you would like to color in any parts of this map, maybe you are feeling festive and you want to color in some of these trees, you are welcome to do that. Just do your best so I can still see the trees. Beautiful. So if you would like to color that in, you can. But most importantly, I want you to fill in the correct parts of this map. So you will be filling in the title. See if you can find the title right now. I'm going to give you a hint. This is not the title. Please don't put it there. You are putting it in one of these boxes. Okay, that one that I crossed off, that's the title of this whole paper. I want you to label the title of just this map here. And then you're also looking for the scale. See if you can find the scale. Remember, that tells us how big things are. You're looking for your key and your legend, and it doesn't tell us it on here, so you're really going to have to look. What could be our key/legend? Your compass rose. A symbol. Remember, a symbol is something that represents something. See if you think back to our story as well. There were squiggly lines that could represent a river. What else could be a symbol on here? Because I don't see a river. And then you will label the rest of your paper here. And there is another one on here, map. And I'm going to tell you when it says map, I'm going to give you this one. This is actually just pointing to the map right here. That's telling us this whole area is our map. All right, if you have any questions, please reach out to your teachers. And don't forget to submit this into Schoology when you are done. Have a great day, you guys.